Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's Hearthstone Ranked time. So, that was something. We're going to try again to get a decent game with the Priest deck that I'm playing around with. Again, I haven't really played it much in Ranked, except for one game which I probably shouldn't have uploaded, but I'm pretty sure I did, because usually when I record things I put them up there, especially in Ranked, because I can't, so I don't want to fudge it, but also especially in Arena, because, I spent gold on that arena run, and it's interesting to see how they succeed or fail. So basically I upload, all the videos, unless something goes wrong in the production horribly. So you all got to witness my embarrassing crap there, which is somehow not almost made worse, but not really, by the fact that my opponent dropped and allowed me to win anyway. Okay, so we're going to get rid of both Holy Novas because they're expensive, although they're very good against Warlocks, but they're still very expensive. And I'm going to get rid of the Thought Steal as well, because I really need to get some earlier game sort of plays. Okay, this is a weird hand, but we'll take it. I've got the coin, which according to Blizzard's stats is not really good, although it is good for priests, sort of, but not at my skill level, only at the master level, which we know is not my skill level. So life tapped. He's going for a slower approach, which could be good or bad. It really depends. If he's more of a slow rolling warlock, then I'm probably in big trouble. Now, I'm going to coin out a Blade Master, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to die. But this is kind of what I've got to do. It works for the casting cost curve, right? If for some reason he lives, then I will do good things with him. But more likely he gets Shadow Bolted, and then next turn I play another Blade Master, and then next turn I play a Light Spawn, and we keep trying until something works. A little bit of an aggressive Priest deck. In that sense, now that it's got all these 3-cost things, and the 3-cost things I played are mostly fairly smashy things. So he did not have a Shadow Bolt, and either did not have or did not want to use a Soulfire to get rid of that. So first we're going to buff him, because it draws me a card, and I just want to see what I get, and then we're going to heal him. So it's a 4/7 now. He's extremely vulnerable to silence. He's not even fully healed, though. His maximum health is now actually 9. They should really make a display somewhere that just shows what the maximum health is when you mouse over the card. I can understand not showing it on the cards. It would be inelegant, as they say. But it would make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I guess there sort of is a use for a Mountain Giant if your plan is to not do anything until you have enough cards to play him as a Warlock. Interesting. If I had an Inner Fire, this would be hilarious, because I would just turn this guy into a giant freaking monster and crush that, but that's not the case. Yet. So what do I do? He's going to start playing cards like mad. He probably had ways to kill him and just decided it wasn't worth it because he can just make a super cheap Mountain Giant. I could play this, but it would only eat 1 hit. Unless I play it later when I have mana for the other things. Of course, I've got a Shadow Word Pain, which is the small one, not the big one. If I had a Shadow Word Death, you'd be very displeased with this play. No, I think what I'm actually going to do is play the other... No, I'm going to play the Light Spawn. I'm going to hit you for 4. If he just squashes one of these two guys, the other one should be big enough to handle him. If he leaves the Light Spawn alive and well, then I can turn it into 2020 and do stuff. You should hit the Light Spawn. You're making a big mistake unless you've got like a Soulfire or something. You don't understand what's going on here. I realize this is a low probability play, but I haven't done much else to him, so... And this is why there should really be a WTF emote for him. So, as you can see, every game is just completely, utterly ass different when you're playing with the priest. It's mind-boggling. You have to adjust the opponent's class and play to counter that, and the way the priest deck performs is so utterly different depending on what you draw, whereas my rogue deck is kind of designed for conformity. My rogue deck is designed to be incredibly consistent. It's designed to very rarely screw me like it did in the last video, and to instead just always have a lot of low-cost creatures, always have a lot of low-cost ways to kill things that still work out to be good later on. I have the whole combo in my hand, but it's not useful without a creature, and even if I had one creature, I wouldn't trust that one creature to live. So I'm going to get rid of the Divine Shield, Divine Spirit, and the Inner Fire. I'm just going to keep the Power Word. I generally get rid of the Shadow Word Death when I get it in my starting hand. Of course, I got one back, because screw you. But no, I generally get rid of these when I have a chance to mulligan them, because, yeah, they're awesome later on, but I don't really want them early. Their chances of me using it early in the game are pretty slim.
Put this apple on your head.
Well, that's pretty annoying. This is where, if I had the Circle of Healing, it would be awesome. So I would go Coin, Blade Master, heal. He'd be a 4/7. And it was like, now what are you going to do, Knife Juggler? But what he's actually going to do is beat me down. I'm not going to coin out the Blade Master just to trade him. Even worse things could potentially happen. And probably still, yeah, see, it wouldn't even be a trade. I'd actually just get hosed. Now, it's annoying that I couldn't heal myself last turn, but I can heal myself now. And now the problem here is I can't really make them kill each other because of that stupid bubble.
I wonder.
I don't want to just sit back and let them live, though. Could play the Blade Master and coin the Power Word onto him. He'd be a 4/5. They could still just kill him. I may have to do that, though, because otherwise I'm taking too much damage. I could coin out the Shadow Madness, but again, since I'd really only be killing this guy and the bubble, it doesn't seem like a great deal. I might be able to do better with it afterwards. On the other hand, maybe that's what I should do. That prevents damage about as well as this does, and there's more chance that I could get him to be able to survive. Or that I could Holy Nova and kill them both. Or kill a bunch of stuff, anyway. Okay, I'm going to do the Shadow Madness. I don't really like this play. There are so many options with the Priest. Oh my god, like, you thought there were a lot of options with the Rogue and the different ways you can play combo and stuff, but it tends to work itself out consistently. Like, you can usually figure out your best choice for a given turn based on what you have, and then it's just about what resources you're wasting to kill everything. But with the Priest, there's so many different ways that you can do everything. Okay. Well, that makes my choices a lot easier. We'll just do that. I am taking a beating here, but being at, like, 18 or whatever by this time in the game is not that big a deal for the Priest. It depends what he has in play. And what he has in play is not killing me all that fast yet. And I'm going to start doing stuff.
My shield for Argon.
That's not helping. Okay. So, pretty sure the thing to do is kill that Holy Nova, which will heal this back somewhat. I think that's just the thing to do, because I'd rather just Holy Nova, but these two guys would both survive. It wouldn't be killing enough. So I'm just babbling now. That doesn't even make sense what I was just saying, but yeah, I'm gonna kill him. And then Holy Nova heals me a bit, damages my opponent a bit. Like, that spell is awesome. It really does, like, everything. It costs 1 more mana than Consecrate, and it has about 1.5 times the effect.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay, another Knife Juggler. Very superior creature for most rushy sort of decks, and especially for paladins and shamans, because they can just pay 2 mana and get 1 random damage.
Reporting for duty.
Really? You had to hit him? Okay. It didn't end up killing him, so that's okay. Now I get Shadow Word Pain. That would have been useful earlier. So, I could Holy Nova again. Now, the problem is I would be out of Holy Novas. If I could get out the Blade Master first, I would probably do that, but I can't, so it doesn't seem like that great a plan. Yeah, now... he's either these 2 guys or him. It's enough to kill this either way. I could heal him, and then you'd be able to survive 1. If I heal him and Power Word Shield, that's 7 health. He'd technically be able to survive all of them. But... I might want to do that. I'm going to Power Word him, because I think I'm probably going to end up doing Shadow Word to kill that guy. But I want to see what I draw first, just in case. Okay, that helps. Interesting. Because he can handle these 2 guys easy. Based on that information, I'm actually going to play him and just kill the Knife Juggler. Leaves this vulnerable to a Consecrate, but even if he Consecrates, this guy's still standing. It's going to take a lot more than that to get rid of him. Now, he's getting close to the point where he can start playing crazy legends and whatever his finishes are. The Paladin can play with a lot of, like, good late-game stuff and get away with it because they have so much board control and they get the free guys. Plus, just the Paladin-specific 2 and 3 cost minions are amazing. Okay, I think we can handle Hogger, I'm guessing, with the Holy Nova and the hurting and etc. It's a little bit inconvenient. I'm going to have to Holy Nova and heal this thing in order to be able to kill him. But it's going to wipe out all the rest of his forces, so... Can't complain. Boom. Heal him. Take out the hog. Hit you for 1. I now have board control. You're 7 health ahead, and you probably have Lay on Hands coming, and Tyrion Fordring.
Follow the rule.
That's not Tyrion Fordring, which is good. I think he cost 8. I don't even remember. I just know he's big and bad. I need 2 more turns before I could mind control him.
Reporting for duty.
Now, how much of his forces can I wipe out if I wanted to play Ragnaros this turn? That's the thing. I don't like playing Ragnaros to kill a bunch of weenies, which is really what it is. I'd want to wipe them out. Now, it's going to be pretty hard now. I can kill not much of them, frankly, with the bubble, and he's got 3 toughness. So that's not the plan that's going to work out. This thing's also pretty much useless now. These guys, so good. Him and the bubble guy, like the guy who gives bubble to someone else, those things are amazing. So, Ragnaros would be wasted right now. I should be doing other things with my resources. I can play a Blade Master and heal 1. It was unfortunate that I didn't get to heal the Blade Masters off the Holy Novas like I could this turn if I still had it, but get a Light Spawn out there just in case I get good stuff. I've still got Shadow Word Pain I can use to blow her up, which is pretty optimal. And for 8 mana, yeah.
I wonder.
Thinking healing myself might be good, actually. I'm going to Shadow Word Pain her. And I'm going to play the Light Spawn. We're going to kill this guy. And I'm actually going to heal myself. Because you can afford to be a little bit passive, a little bit cautious as the priest. I'm still somewhat worried because I can't mind control this turn. That's got to wait.
Truth is my shield.
Yeah, it's kind of big and annoying, but... Draw cards until you have as many as your opponent. Well, that's friggin' obnoxious. Really bad. Got an Inner Fire. I don't have any combo stuff to work off of. And, of course, this doesn't help with these guys at all. But... I could take out the bubble, and then take it out with this guy, which would reduce this to a 1-1, which is not ideal. If I did that, then I could play Ragnaros, and it would be a 50-50 whether he takes this out or hits my opponent, and meanwhile I would still have the 1-4. This guy's still big enough to tank him. And my opponent should have enough cards to like blow him up somehow, but having Ragnaros out there should be helpful. So I think that's what we're going to do this turn. Get 1 free damage on my opponent. And... Well, yeah, I could have interfired this guy and killed that. That may have actually been smarter. I'm kind of dumb. Because this gives him a lot more to work with if he has guys that buff when they come into play, and we know he does. Yeah, I should have buffed this guy and killed him. It didn't even cross my mind. I can mind control her if needed. Of course, yeah, you buff him and now he kills that. Whereas if I hadn't done that, then you would have buffed her and I could have stolen a better guy. Oh well. Now we gotta find out, is mind control the best route? Usually is. So I could heal this. He'd be able to kill either of these guys, but he wouldn't be surviving. If I play this guy, he would heal him up to 4-4, which could kill her and live. I can't Shadow Word Death either of them. It's just highlighted because I could blow up my own Ragnaros, which would be genius. Yeah, I don't see how I can do much better than stealing her. She'll protect me. Chances of Ragnaros hitting my opponent are pretty low. Okay, well now he's in range of 1 Ragnaros. Now he's probably going to have to lay on hands. But if he does that, he's not doing anything else with this turn, because it costs 8. That is bad, although you still have to get through her bubble. You gotta do something else. Consecrate would handle it. Lots of things would handle it. There are a ton of cards. Rule? That's different. Don't see that every day. Rule is show getting Shadow Word Death. In case you didn't know. And that means it's game over. Oh wow, he's... That's right, his maximum health was reduced, so I couldn't even heal him, so... It's a good thing it was a superfluous action. Hey, we hit rank 17. Another gold basic card I don't use. But that was 2 games, wasn't it? So I guess I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.